Take up all three bills because essentially 2773 and 2774 combined are the same as 2796. So in the interest of time, everyone who's signed up to testify, you'll be testifying on all three of them. The bills add to Title 16, the Safe School Program, requiring a school resource officer in every school in the state, in addition to each district having one chief application of school resource officer, and the cost shared by the state and the municipality. The bill provides for the detail of who may be an SRO and the qualifications and continuing education. So now, while these bills attempt to fund some of the costs, there is no estimate of what the total cost of 37 chief resource officers and hundreds of resource officers would be to the state and municipality. The Department of Administration did a nice job putting some of the money together, which I apologize, I did not see before this until we got here. But the state's expenditure is estimated, let me just see. Restricted state revenue. Hold on one second. Cindy, can you? 14 million for the state, and then the same for the municipal. Right. Okay. So 14 million for the state, and then the municipalities would be sharing that same cost. Just to put it in perspective before everybody testifies. And then I had a couple notes here that I wanted to just put out there before we started the testimony. One source of the funding is an additional fee to parties seeking expungement of their criminal records. An idea of how much is currently collected is not provided. 50% increase that is recommended would deter people from being able to file for expungements, and this will harm people who have turned their lives around but cannot get employment due to criminal status, therefore defeating the purpose of the expungement. Another thing that I think should be mentioned before we start testifying, one source of funding is from defendants who are charged before the gun court. No numbers are given for either the amounts currently charged nor those charges. They've never been collected, and as many of those defendants end up in jail with no means of paying, I don't think you can really count that amount of that source of funding. And the asset forfeiture fund, the bill proposes that any remaining funds after the current distribution go to the school safety fund. How much money is currently annually available, and where do those funds currently go? So when Andy, when you come up, you're probably going to be ready to answer those.